listening to The Sizzle on Iron Skillet Radio and Iron Skillet Television.
You know what it is. You know who it is. It's The Sizzle here on Iron Skillet Radio, Iron Skillet Television. We are the hottest talk in the 219. We are the talk of the 219. And Jay, are you ready for the spring? Are you ready for the old ballpark? Are you ready for America's game?
Man, the spring is sprung. I'm ready, man, for some $7 hot dogs and some peanuts. I'm good to go, man. Look, I like that guy who walks around and has the margaritas, carrying them on his back, and he's spraying them into a cup. I don't drink, though, but that guy, look, he's got the best job ever. He just walks around with cold margaritas and sprays them in the cup. But yeah, hey, look, hey, man, it's always great, man. Baseball's back. I'm an actual fan of baseball. I like going to watch the games. I think it's a good time overall. And it's just good to see our professional sports now actually starting on time and look like they're going to play a full season, which is fantastic.
You know, this is the thing. I'm looking at it, you know, the White Sox just opened up. So they had their home opener a little bit later. But right now, you're getting fans back in the stadiums, you know, about 10,000, maybe 20,000 in different stadiums. But right now, I think everything has changed. And I think there's some room for improvement, but I think things are changing. And I think baseball is changing. And the way that we're going about baseball is changing because that old guard isn't there anymore. Yeah. You really don't have those you don't have those big names, those old names you used to have. And things are different.
And here's the thing that's going on right now. You got guys coming up out of the ranks right now that if any of these older players get injured, it used to be a time a guy gets injured and, you know, he's going to be back. But you got Eloy Jimenez that went down with an injury, and now we have Jermaine Mercedes. Remember the name. Remember the name. This guy is on one of the greatest starting hitting streaks that have ever been done in Major League Baseball. This guy has a pair of home runs and 15 hits in just 6 games. He is batting .556. 556.
Claude have mercy. Claude have mercy. Oh, Claude. You know what? That's a bad boy. That's a bad boy.
He has hit the longest home run in Major League Baseball this year. I want to say it was a 480-foot bomb. This guy is raking. And what you just said now, baseball has changed. It's not like this old guard anymore. You got these young guys. This guy is a journeyman. This guy, he's 28 years old, not like he's 22. This guy has been around the game for a while, but somehow or another, he has got this hitting streak going. He has got this bat swinging through the zone. Impressive stuff. And you're going to mess around, and Eloy Jimenez might be on his way out the door.
You know what's funny is I don't know how, because I'm not a baseball scout. So I've never been able to pick out who's going to be great and who's not. Like we said that in some segments before. In football, you get an idea because we're football guys, you know, even with basketball, for the most part, once you've been around it. Now, baseball is different for me. I can't tell you, hey, he's going to be a great hitter or he's going to do something great because I don't really know what he's going to do.
Yeah.
I'm like, I have no idea when it comes to baseball.
Now, see, I'm a baseball guy. I grew up playing baseball. When we were kids, you're talking about 10 and 11 years old, we had full baseball uniforms, not playing, this is not just playing for our little league. We had our own uniforms. We had baseball's bats, and full catchers, shin guards, chest plate, the whole thing. And we would go out and play other neighborhoods in baseball. I mean, literally go ride our bikes and go play in another. We were 10, 11, 12 years old. So I grew up playing baseball. Baseball was actually my first love before football. And I really believe, and I was a good hitter. I couldn't hit a ball to save my life right now. But I was a good hitter back in the day. I didn't have that great of an arm, but I also caught, and I played first base in tournament ball. But I loved and played baseball. I loved the nuances of the game. And one thing you can find out really quickly is how a guy is hitting the baseball is that if his bat stays and lingers in across the plate a long time. This guy, Mercedes bat, it stays across the plate a long time. It stays in the hitting zone a long time. And so you look at, he reminds you of a little bit of a reverse side of a Kyle Schwarber. Hopefully these guys will not mess around with his swing and just let him keep bashing. But this is Major League Baseball. And somebody's going to figure out real quick what pitch he can't hit. And he's not going to be on this tear. I look later on that he's going to be batting down in the 200s because somebody's going to figure out where there's a certain pitch he's not going to be able to get to. And that pitch he's not going to be able to lay off. And they're going to figure out. And these guys are great around the plate, especially these Major League Baseball pitchers. Can't put the ball where they want to put it at. And, he'll come back down to earth. But, man, what a great thing to see, especially for our White Sox, first of all, for the Southsiders, to have a guy here who's raking like this and who gives the punch that the White Sox need, because the White Sox are not going to beat you with defense. They're going to beat you with offense, and this is something great for them. Let's see how long it can keep going.
I'm wondering now, all this time we've talked about, and we joked about Tommy La Russa. We talked about old man La Russa and really what he brought to the table right now. And the Sox were off to a slow start. So it wasn't like they were tearing up baseball. They didn't lead the league. They didn't have the best record, but it seems like they're settling in now.
We're 500 right now, yeah.
Yeah, so what you've seen from Tommy La Russa, is this a promising sign from Tommy La Russa, or are we still kind of at a honeymoon period when it comes to Tommy La Russa?
No, this is not a honeymoon period. This is the old man at the helm. And they brought him in because of his expertise. They could have people who could fly the ship, but in this mission, they need somebody in there who can bring the nuances out on guys, who can look at a guy like you just said before and say, that guy can play. Let's put him in the lineup. Let's get him to go. And who's been around long enough in baseball that he doesn't care about what any of these guys' feelings are. He could care less.
That's why I always looked at Rick Renteria, and I like Rick Renteria. I thought he was a good guy. He seemed well with the media, but it just didn't seem like he was that one dude that you were just like, yeah, we're not going to get there. And plus, I think he made history by having one of the worst win percentages, or the lowest win percentage, I think, for the Sox, the lowest total games won. It was something bad. It's real bad.
I think he's a skipper that wants to be liked. You got certain guys, like David Ross. Can you see David Ross? And we know we're going to talk about the Cubs later on in this segment. But can you see David Ross just losing his mind, throwing his gum down on the ground, just hollering and screaming at, Rizzo? No. It's too much. He's Grandpa Rossi. Hey, it's okay, guy. Here's ice cream. Thanks for trying. La Russa's not that guy.
Here's a sandwich.
Yeah, La Russa's not that guy. Hey, he's got the cigarette going and a cup with some substance in it, and he's like, hey, if you're not playing like I need you to play, sit it down or put the next guy in there, because I don't have a lot of time left, and they brought me here to win baseball games. This is a team ready to win. And you can tell in their farm system, they did a great job in their farm system. They're able to bring a guy up like this, like Mercedes, who's tearing the cover off the baseball left and right. So the issue is that I believe the White Sox are in a great position to move forward. I think you're going to see the White Sox start putting wins together, 3-4 games at a time. I think you're going to start seeing that happen, and it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, we talk about them putting games together, but who has been on a tear really has been the Cubs. They've been doing well, and I think we had more questions about how they were going to react to the season. And I think we were saying, and a lot of people were prognosticating, that this might be the end of the road for the Cubs. I haven't seen that it's really been the end of the road for the Cubs. Really, weird enough, it seems like this is the beginning of their road. They're getting ready to start a new path. Now, I might just be, it might be a prisoner of the moment. I like Jake Arrieta for whatever reason. He reminds me of, he's like an old throwback to something, a time before. He's one of those old grizzly pitchers that just is snarly and snarky and just.
Snarky.
Yeah, he's just like the. Every time you see him, he's disgruntled. And maybe that's why I like a disgruntled pitcher. He's just not happy. He's just like. And then, but okay. The problem is, I saw him with his hat off.
Ooh, what happened?
Ooh.
Starting to go?
Well, it's gone, but it doesn't look good. His thing is gonna really be keeping that cap on. Yeah. You don't want to see an uncapped Jake Arrieta. It's sad. Like he's pitching for the Phillies. It's sad.
You know, in baseball, you can get away with it because you always got your hat on. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm. Yeah, but this time he took it off, and I thought maybe he was dressing up for Halloween. I think he was scaring children.
Wow, is it that bad?
It was bad. You didn't see it?
No, I didn't.
It's
I
just,
haven't looked.
it's his head is made for radio.
Wow.
Yeah, and we can say that because we have nicely designed domes.
Hey,
they really look good in chrome.
let me explain to some of you guys out there. All right. We can tell. Okay. We went to a place the other day, G Sizzle, you know what I'm going to talk about. And fella behind the counter there, the hair was gone. You understand what I'm saying? But he had some hair that was growing on the fringes, and he grew it real long, and he combed it back like you weren't going to see the rest of his head was bald. Look, if it's gone, it's gone. Let it go. Or go to the hair club for men. But if you can't afford it, man, shit got all types of razors. You know what I'm saying? Take it off. Dude, keep it cutting low.
You know, I thought you were going to say something else.
No,
that
I said shit.
Word came,
I said shit.
Yeah, it came out a little bit different. And I was like, wow, that's going to be, wow, that is now that's sizzling. Look, that's how we say it.
Hey, look, all you guys out there, man, you know, hair club for men, sometimes no club for men. You know, let it go. Let's let it go.
I think that's the greatest hair club. The greatest hair club you can be in is the bald men's hair club.
Because you know what it is? Because you've accepted the fact. You know, you've accepted the fact that it's gone. It's gone. It's gone. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And every time I try, my hair grows out a little bit. I got the black bozo going. It's called the blazozo. You know what I'm saying? I got hair going around here, but nothing on top. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is.
Yeah, when you get to George Jefferson, it's time to let it go.
Hey, moving on up. But Weezy dug it. And if your lady likes what's going on with your hair, that's all good. But ladies out there,
you know what? That's it. That's the problem.
Yeah, ladies, if you got your man out there and he got that one the comb, not over the comb over there. See, there's a comb over it and there's a comb over there that starts from on this side and whips all the way across. And he's a young guy. Tell him don't do that.
See. The problem, the biggest problem is you got ladies who are out here justifying this wrongness in people's head.
They are.
It's wrong.
Tell your man they don't look right. Because you wrong for letting him go out there because everybody else, but see, you're probably doing that because they know the other ladies are laughing at him and they figure out that he ain't going to get hit on. That's what it is.
Okay. So I got a story for you.
Uh-oh.
It's a secret story.
Don't tell nobody.
Yeah. So this is just between you and I and the listeners.
Yeah.
Yeah. So a friend of mine, or let's say a guy that I know.
Well, okay. Let's clean this up because I see where this is going.
Oh, yeah. So a person that I know, his wife came to me.
Well.
And asked me to implore this person, this individual. She asked me to come in and somewhat broker a deal for him to just let it go.
Let it go. Let it go.
Just let it go. And he keeps trying to fight it. And she said, you know, he goes to the barbershop all the time and he sits in the chair. And I know that they know it's nothing to cut. So I think they're stealing from him and he just doesn't know.
Oh, that's hilarious. You know, guys, I mean, here's I'm going to tell you what. And I feel bad for the guy. But when your hair goes, you sort of do lose the barbershop camaraderie. I haven't been to a barbershop in 1,000 years right now because I don't do the beard trim up thing. See, I'm old now, so I got the trimmer and I just trim down the beard, shave it up. I have the same look. I don't care what year picture you have of me, probably in the last 20, I look exactly the same. It's like I got this. My razor won't cut any further than what you see right now. It just goes and stops. It just goes, stops. I can shave. I can shave with the lights off, and this is gonna come out just the way it looks. But here's the funny part about it, right? Mm-hmm. The hair grows on my face like at warp speed. literally at warp speed. I can't go 2 days without shaving. I got literally a full beard going into the second half of the next day. But
that's the thing. I've never seen you in a full beard.
I can't grow one. I mean, I could grow one, but it itches so bad. I mean, for me, I tried to before, but my skin is so used to shaving. Your skin gets used to something after a while. Like I can't even let like 3 days of growth go, and I'm gonna start having skin issues. So I'm so used to shaving. My skin's so used to shaving that I just by habit I hit it literally every day. Like today I didn't shave because I've been at home trying to get stuff together to move. But beyond all that, but tomorrow morning it's coming off.
That's interesting.
Yeah, no, I did.
That's interesting.
Because I thought about doing it, and then I thought about doing the Fu Manchu thing, let this thing grow down. So I really thought about doing that, but then I said, I don't know, do I want to be that old guy with the long beard? Because on some people it looks cool, and some people just like an old guy with a long beard.
Okay, you know what? And for some people, the problem is they have a problem with that because they're having some issues. They're having some things in their mind they don't see well. And we, even though we're teasing about a lot of things, there is something that is serious. And it's something we've been talking about a couple of episodes. And that is when it comes to mental health. This is a time and era where we're getting bombarded with a lot. You're getting a lot of information, a lot of sensory information that you're being fed by television, social media, newsprint, radio. So right now, this is the time. If you need help, and you need someone to talk to, here's some numbers we're going to pass along to you. The National Alliance of Mental Health and Mental Wellness is 1-800-950-6264. That's 1-800-950-6264. If you need some more help and you need other assistance and things have gotten to the point where you really need someone to talk to, the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline is 1-800-273-8255. That's 1-800-237-8255. And if you'd like to speak to someone specifically, there are some more things that you're having. Maybe it's not you need suicide prevention. Maybe it's not that you're having a critical illness mentally, but there are just some things that you want to feel better about. You can always reach out to the Association of Black Psychologists, and their number is 1-301-449-3082. 1-301-449-3082. So that's our tip from us, man. That's making sure everybody's healthy and well, and making sure you'll be around to watch Cubs, Sox, and this run towards the pennant. Wouldn't that be something at the end of the year if we have the Cubs and the Sox going head to head?
Yeah, that would be something because I don't think the Cubs are going to be out the race real early this year.
Oh, here we go again. You just have a thing about David Ross and that beard. It's something that you don't like about his little scraggly beard.
Why'd you hire him? I just don't understand it.
You needed a friend. How many of us have them? Friends. The ones we can depend on.
Well, you can depend on David Rossi. I don't know about skippering though.
You know what? With that said, we want to thank you for listening, and we want to thank you, and hopefully all is going well in your day and that you're having an amazing day. So if you would you help us by subscribing, liking, and sharing this with someone?
Yeah.
Hit the button, subscribe, get the updates. You'll hear it. You'll see it. Once it comes out, you'll get the boop. You'll know that you have subscribed, and now you're doing something. And remember, there's nothing wrong with pushing that button hard. You can push it as hard as you want to. You can go up to it, just ram it, and just go, boom, there you are. Yes, that's how you could do it.
And I'm leaving you on that island by yourself, sir.
With that said, you know who it is. He's Jay Sizzle. I'm G Sizzle. This is the Sizzle, the hottest talk in the 219, and we will see you on the other side.